Welcome back, everybody. In today's episode of Cooking with Kirby, we're going to be doing a little experiment. I got two beautiful ribeye steaks in the house, and we're going to be dry brining them for 24 hours. Now, I've never had a dry brine steak before, so this is going to be an experience. And we're also going to be cooking it up on my brand new pit boss, and that's coming up.
Since you're here, hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure that the notification bell is rang. Check me out on social media. That way you can get notification of all my new recipes.
For this cook, we are going to dry brine these steaks for 24 hours. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon today, and I will be cooking them up right when I get out of work, probably around 4:30. So we're gonna take some kosher salt, coarse kosher salt. We're gonna go ahead and give a nice liberal seasoning of this salt. And we're gonna just get a nice good coating. And just like about right there. Now we'll go ahead and season our board, and then we'll get the sides of the steaks that way. Go ahead and season this other side. Now this is the first time I'm ever really doing this. Usually steaks are just something that I just season up real quick and get out on the grill. But I've been seeing this done a lot lately, and I'm curious to see how it comes out. Now this is just salt. We're not going to be adding nothing else. Tomorrow I will actually season it with just the pepper and garlic powder. For steaks, beef, I like to do at least salt, pepper, and garlic powder. So since we're going to dry brine these, so it'll have the seasoning of the salt, and then tomorrow we'll hit it with a little bit of garlic powder and black pepper. So we're going to take a baking sheet with a grate, and we'll go ahead and place our steaks on that grate. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this in my refrigerator, and we're going to let it sit for 24 hours. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So this is what the steaks look like after 24 hours. Now yesterday this was like flat. Now it's got like a little dip here. I see a little bit of shrinkage here. You do see a little bit of moisture on the bottom. This one really shows. This one's not even at all. This one has like a shrinkage right there. So I don't know how this is gonna turn out. So let's go ahead and get my cutting board, and let's go ahead and season it with pepper and garlic. Okay, so to finish this off, all I'm gonna be doing is just gonna season with a little bit of garlic powder and some freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, they feel a little bit dense. This is the first time me dry brining, so yeah, it feels a little dense. Okay, we'll go ahead and get the sides. Since this one has a thick piece of fat running through the spinalis, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in butcher's twine. That way when I cook it, it don't all come apart, and that way we get a nice pretty steak. Just for presentation purposes, sometimes when you cook a ribeye and there's a lot of fat right here, what ends up happening is it'll end up rendering down, and then all of a sudden you got two pieces of meat that are separated. All right, now that we have both of them seasoned up and tied up, let's go ahead and get outside so we get the pellet grill on. Before we even turn on our pit boss, we're gonna go ahead and open up our grill lid. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn our pit boss on, and we're gonna set it to smoke. Now, for the P setting, we're gonna go ahead and put that to P5. So we're gonna go ahead and press it one more time. So it's gonna give a little bit of smoke on there, and it's gonna be a little bit lower temperature than the default.
When you first turn on your pit boss, you're gonna notice there's gonna be a lot of bad smoke coming out. Go ahead and just leave it open and just let it clear out, and then close up the grill.
All right, now that we have our grill up to temp and all the bad smoke coming out of it, we're gonna go ahead and lay down our steaks. Now this is a temperature cook. I want a medium rare, so finished product I want at 135 degrees. So about 115 to about 120 degrees is what we'll do something different other than what we're doing right now. So the game plan is we're gonna, we got the P setting, that's the smoke setting. We're gonna let these smoke for probably about 15 to 20 minutes. just to get some, you know, that smoke flavor on there. And what I'm using today is the classic blend. That one has pecan, hickory, and mesquite. So that's a perfect blend for beef. So since I have it to P setting, number 5, we're gonna just go ahead and close this up and we're gonna just let it do its thing. So when we're in the smoke setting and you have it set to some P level, basically what it does is it drives pellets into the cup for about 18 seconds and then it shuts off. And the P5 setting actually goes for 18 seconds and then it shuts off for 130 seconds. But the heat on it is actually high enough to be able to cook those steaks. We're basically reverse sear because those are indirect heat. And where I have the steaks is the hottest part of the grill. For some reason, the right side of the grill gets the hottest. Now, I'm gonna just let that cook to about 115, 120 degrees, and then we'll just crank it all the way up and we'll finish it off. That's the game plan. But so far, we're getting, you know, some good smoke on there. It's gonna have a nice smoky flavor, and I can't wait to see how this comes out. So I'll check back. All right, so our steaks have hit 118 degrees. Looks like they're about to go about 120 pretty damn soon. But I have to say, you know what, that smoke setting, got the really good color on these steaks. Man, they got a nice color. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set our pit boss to high, and we're gonna go ahead and take our steaks and we're gonna bring them over here to the left side. All right, the left side is the coolest part of the grill. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna open up the flame broil. So you wanna take your middle grate out. Scoot this over. We're gonna give this a couple minutes. We want that flame broil to get nice and hot.
Once you have your grill to the hottest setting, and you know that flame is just going, you want to go ahead and let it cook for 10 to 15 seconds per side. I did flip this 3 times, so that's 2 times on each side, and you know, 10 to 15 seconds, depending on how that flame gets, is when you'll actually turn it. I mean, some spots got intense. I had to actually blow it out and then, you know, put the steak back on there, you know, cook the other side. But this right here is just, it takes some experience to understand that part. You know, it gets really, really hot and you just gotta keep turning it. But overall, it was like less than a minute and they were pretty much done.
Go ahead and turn off your grill. Now it's gonna run a little cycle for about 8 to 10 minutes or so. And we'll get the steaks on the cutting board and let them rest. So this thing has been resting and I've been eyeing this. Let's go ahead and cut it right down in the middle. That's beautiful right there. Look at that. That's pretty good. Here, I want to try it. I want to see how this looks right here. The spinalis. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Perfectly medium rare. Woo, buddy. That's nice. Let's get into the taste test. See if my daughter wants to try a piece. Jazzy, you want to try a piece?
Yeah, gimme.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's beautiful medium rare right there. I do have to say, there is tons of juices in this thing. I'm not sure if that's because of the dry brine, but yeah, this thing's like leaking really a lot. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. I've been waiting all day for this. So, cheers, y'all. It's got a real intense salt flavor. Real intense beef flavor. A lot of juices. Packed with juices. Different, you know, compared to a regular steak. I never really let a steak dry brine, but it's unique. And I'm definitely gonna be dabbling in more with it. I got my kids over here just grilling me right now for some of this steak. You guys hungry, kids?
Yeah. We already finished the ones you gave us.
Look, they already ate one steak. and they're trying to chow down on mine. But this is some awesome stuff. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you can see future videos just like this. I have these recipes. They're really good. You should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.